Gus Johnson going man-to-man with Bill Raftery.
Seton Center here in Cincinnati, Ohio, as Big East basketball continues on FS1. Tonight, we have the Seton Hall Pirates coming into town to take on the Xavier Musketeers. And a look at the standings in the Big East. Villanova, top of the table, defeated Providence on the road tonight. Meanwhile, how about St. John's? 5-6 in conference play with a big home victory against Marquette, Xavier, and Seton Hall. You see where these two teams stand. Hi, everybody. I'm Gus Johnson, along with my partner, the Governor, Coach Bill Raftery. And welcome to Cincinnati. And, Coach, when you look at this Xavier team, they have to rebound after losing their best player in Edmund Sumner, the point guard, for Seton Hall. Can they figure out how to win that close game?
Well, that's the road is a tough place to win, no question about it. Big implications, I think, for Seton Hall. I think it's all about the up-front guys, to be honest with you. Two terrific rebounding teams. Who will have the strength, the ability to finish at the rim?
Time for the Keys to Success, sponsored by SoFi, offering smart solutions to help you reach your financial goals.
Well, the guys were talking about Carrington. I think he needs that fine balance. We're on the show, but pretty prolific on the offensive end. And how about this one? Good and plenty. He'll be tested. I like the way he plays. Each game's going to help him mature.
And the starting lineup brought to you by Jeep Grand Cherokee.
There's some talent, no question about it. The big fella, Angel Delgado, is so good around that rim. And the other end, how about Trevon Bluiett? Lit him up against Cincinnati. Unfortunately, they didn't win it.
All right, your officials, Pat Driscoll, Joe Lindsay, and Jamie Lucky. Seton Hall beat Xavier 87-83 in their last meeting in the semifinals of the Big East tournament at Madison Square Garden. Kadeem Carrington with 23 points. Edmund Sumner had 21 and 9 rebounds to lead the X-Men. And Xavier in their throwback uniforms that look like the Creighton Blue Jays, by the way.
Hey, how about Mike Hill and Gus Johnson? Man-to-man. That's right, you got it.
You know, I stole your call the other day. I stole your call. Send it in, Jerome, against, it was Virginia and Villanova.
My patent attorney will be calling it. It was an infringement, but what an end. You loved it, didn't you?
Coach, if you sue me, it'll just be for practice. Here's Bluiett, who had a 40-point game against Cincinnati a couple of games ago. Jones, the freshman from Connecticut, Bluiett, first shot off the heel. Loose ball, rebound.
So important to get those second possessions. Nice handle.
Inside block. Very nice job by Sanogo, and here come the Pirates.
Nice entry.
Blocked from behind by Bluiett.
Too easy. They've got to finish that, right?
Seton Hall lost to Butler 61-54 in Newark last Wednesday. Angel Delgado continued his historic rebounding trend.
If he doesn't get 20, it's a bad night, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, he has been a glass eater.
This kid is strong going to the rim. Nice dish.
Delgado stripped. Now Cura with the majestic finger roll, and it goes down.
He's got some toughness, no question about it. You know, he can make the threes. Pretty good going to the rim.
Because of the injury to Sumner and the dismissal of Miles Davis, Cura will be playing some point guard for the rest of the season. Carrington with a good look.
Well, you've got to work to keep Delgado off the glass.
Bluiett, hesitation, drives to the basket. Can't get it to stay down. Rebounded by Delgado. What's been the problem for Seton Hall this year?
Just the inability occasionally in the backcourt to make good judgments, good shot selection. I think the defense has been excellent. No question about it. And free throw shooting. The woes.
Addison Jones, the Wake Forest transfer, into the point. Carrington steps back, another good look. Off the back rim. And a whistle and foul coming up against Seton Hall. Kevin Willard, 41 years old. 7th season at Seton Hall. The 2000 Big East, the 2016 Big East co-coach of the year with Jay Wright as he led his team to the Big East tournament title championship.
Sanogo, one of those guys that attacks the glass, gets nicked for that one.
Gooden brings the ball up into the front court. Bluiett.
Nice cross.
Jones spinning on the baseline.
Unable to finish, though. Delgado with some strength. This is like one of your games, Gus. Don't be able to ring the bell.
Desi Rodriguez a little long. Bluiett, and he's fouled. Chris Mack turned 47 on New Year's Eve in his 8th season at Xavier. His assistants, Travis Steele, Luke Murray, Mike Pegues.
And what a job he's done here year in and year out. Of course, you mentioned Sumner. Such a talented kid, such a sad story, too. Little flex look on the baseline. Nobody's going home with a doll tonight.
Not at all. No bobbleheads handed out for early play for both these teams. Let's see if they try to go inside to Delgado.
Got to use the big guys. Really improved his offense. Can step out a little bit. Nice pump.
Baseline, Jones for 3. Acura goes up high for it. Acura hustling it out, digging it out, and he steps on the sideline out of bounds.
They did have shoot-arounds, by the way, today. Both teams.
And, Coach, this is what they're losing without Sumner in the lineup.
Well, you know, the biggest thing to me is at the end of a shot clock, how he can make plays for himself and for others. Unselfish play, very bright future. Just hopefully everything will be taken care of and next year will be ready to run. But it just strips you of the intellect at the point and the connection with the bench.
Baseline, Delgado cut off, Carrington again. And Carrington has really been struggling with his shot. He's not shooting it well at all. 8 for 37, that's 22% in the last 3. And just 3 for 18 on threes.
You also got to make some free throws, too, when he gets to the line. Run some offense, let it come to you, see if you can attack the rim, maybe get to the free throw line.
Starts this game 0 for 3. Kadeem Carrington. Now good. Stop and start. Drives to the basket. No. Loose ball. Picked up, and Gaston lays it in.
Well, it really breaks you down when you let a guy turn the corner like Gooden. Everybody steps over, bears the weak side.
Seton Hall trying to figure out a way to get a bucket here. Inside.
There you go.
Sanogo. A brick. Acura with the rebound.
Contested beautifully at the rim.
Seton Hall 0 for 8 to start. Bluiett tried to step back. Acura shows it and is better.
Well, kids have developed that pump fake, haven't they?
Certainly have. 15:29 to go. Low scoring affair so far.
Super Bowl.
Big East College Hoops on FS1 is sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee, Cintas Center here in Cincinnati. Our score, Xavier on top of Seton Hall 4-0. And let's take a look at the Big East teams that are in the RPI top 60.
8 of them. That's unbelievable. Of course, Seton Hall, that's why this is so important this evening, I think, for them. A real cold start.
And Stuart Mendel, our hoops guru, says that 5 Big East teams are in already.
And what do you do, like now with Marquette, right?
That might go down to the wire for
yeah,
them.
and then if Seton Hall gets a win, does that move in? It'll be interesting. Every game's important. An old cliche, I might add.
That's right, Marquette losing.
I used to think every game was important contract year.
Ah, that's right.
You taught me that.
That's right. Angel Delgado looking to help the Pirates get on the scoreboard. They start this game 0 for 8. Xavier not doing a whole lot better. They're 2 for 9 to start. Acura driving, the finger roll goes down.
Now, he is a strong kid as well. He took a hit there and still able to deliver at the rim, and no weak side attention.
JP averaging 14 points per game on the season.
And notice how far off they play the forwards.
And finally, Delgado had to step out and hit a mid-range jump shot to get the Pirates on the board.
Nice pass.
Gaston.
He sees the game. And Gaston, where it belongs, right at the 10.
Gaston, the Norfolk State transfer. in his senior year.
They're going to lay off until he makes a few of them.
And he hits back-to-back jump shots. Angel Delgado.
And what's funny, Chris Mack just went, stay there, we're going to ride this baby.
Now Bluiett the runner. And it goes down.
Oh, he's got hurt too.
He may be hurt.
Not again. Maybe an ankle. He's walking it off. Boy, life in sports is so fragile. It's amazing. His little floater which he's developed, and see if he comes down on a foot. Right? Dave Fluker, the longtime trainer here, you can see this. He's had his hands full.
Kaiser Gates checks in for Xavier.
We know he can make that jump shot, but he's been a pretty good offensive rebounder of late too.
Rodriguez has it knocked away and stolen away. Good hands by Bernard, who had just checked in.
Pretty good defender, I think, in watching him.
Gooden hands it off. Gaston again with position and banks it down.
Well, they are unselfish. That little extra look. Good teams dive at the proper time.
Quentin Gooden doing a nice job. True freshman point guard out of Campbellsville, Kentucky. Number 3 for Xavier. Powell deep. He ripped it.
He can shoot it, Gus. He gets that confidence going. A little full court pressure right now. He had some Iowa game early in the year. Because everybody, he caught their attention. They hug him on the catch.
Makura curling. And he'll take the deep J. Jones. Cross court. Powell right in his sweet spot.
Wow. Too much time to think about it, right?
He had too much time. Now Gooden. Prolific scorer in high school. Gates.
Excellent balance by Xavier.
12:58 to play in the first half.
Yes, you notice how many teams have a problem with that drag screen. The big guy runs down in the early offense. Pretty tough to deal with. Play your guy. Nice backdoor.
Jones across the lane. The kick. Powell. Deep J. Gaston. Guarded by Delgado. Good matchup. He waves away his teammates. Kicks it out. Gooden. A jumper. And we'll head the other way.
I thought that was Kareem in the low post waving people out. But look at his attention to detail that is lacking. And all of a sudden, everybody jammed up in here. Nobody gets over. We mentioned just maybe a little too much time for Powell. Wide open. He is a terrific deep shooter.
Dean Carrington now will bring the ball up the floor. Aaron Gordon checks in for the Pirates with the ball right now. Nezzi, Powell, Carrington, and Delgado. Baseline. Gordon, air ball. Gates can't hold on, and the Pirates will get it back with 7 to shoot.
Little space, you can make that.
11:58 to play. Back to Cincinnati right after this. 12-7, Xavier on top of Seton Hall. Let's go inside the huddle with Seton Hall coach Kevin Willard.
Hey, we're getting good open shots. Okay, getting good open shots. Got to get the ball inside a little bit. All right, I know it's hard. They're not playing the 4-man at all. They're not playing the 4-man.
Seton Hall coach with no points in the paint so far.
Yeah, you know, they weren't playing the 4 and the 5-man, by the way. Let me let Kevin know that. No, you're right. I mean, that's their power, their strength inside. They're giving Delgado the look, Sunoco that look. So either get it in or screen that big guy in and get a good look.
Here's Delgado, double teamed in the corner.
It's a tough place to get it in.
Carrington. They reverse it. Powell drives the baseline. Double clutch in the air. Goes down.
Boy, if he can move to the rim with that strength, you know he can shoot it deep. A little hole now. Nickel dimer by Powell. Good ball movement after the trap. Very fortunate to get it around the horn. A little hang time. A little smooch at the 10. But this kid is a shooter. And they're going to go someplace. I think he's got to light it up coming down the stretch.
So Bluiett will inbound it. Desi Rodriguez back in. Gooden, Bluiett, Gates, Mercura, lobs it. Gaston can't control. Gates with the rebound inside. Off the mark, and finally Delgado.
Gaston should have grabbed the ball. Finish. What a nice little curl. Mercura with the find.
Rodriguez 3.
And that's after a timeout about let's get it inside, right? See, in my house, that would be being disobedient. Nice cut.
Backdoor Gates, nicely done as Gaston put it on the dot.
You got to have vision on the ball and your guy.
And you just get the feeling that Xavier's waiting for Gates to finally break through. He's a sophomore.
He's a talented kid. Big upside.
6'8". Great shooter. Carrington looking for his first bucket. Drives. Short. Bluiett with Mercura. 2-on-2. Nezi gets back.
Nice job.
Now Gaston short jump shot on the baseline. And Enzi.
Enzi's pretty good around the rim, too. He's got to get inside.
Delgado now on the box. Draws a double team. Carrington for 3. Wow. It's not coming off his hand well.
No, they're really struggling. And just like Kevin said, getting good shots. The other problem, too, remember the dislocated finger the other night against Butler? That's probably part of the difficulty.
Rodriguez and a whistle. Looks like a foul coming up against Xavier.
I just love this kind of basketball. There'd be a little dump in here and then the back cut. Just really good basketball. Pretty and weak side. Inattentive to the detail. Shady. I love this. Good heads up read. Individual understanding of what to do.
Kaiser Gates from Alpharetta, Georgia, St. Francis High School, averaging 5 points a game. And Carrington fouled up top by Bernard.
If you're not making shots, why not put it on the deck?
There you go. Try to get to the line. Under 10 to go.
A little zone on the end of bounds, a little 2-3. Might be get some offensive rebounds now. This is where Delgado excels. He's got Gates screened already.
Rodriguez 3-pointer off the back rim. Long rebound. Plucked down by Mercura. Mercura's been doing a nice job rebounding the ball from a guard position. His 5th. Now he drives, gets there, stops, and travels.
Pretty good play by Delgado getting there, though. Caused that difficulty for him. This is one of those where you're on the bench, you're going to your assistants. What should we run? We can't score.
We can't score. Neither team can score.
It's really amazing. And maybe some ball screens, turn the corner. Here's that zone again. Freaking Seton Hall is not stroking it very well deep.
Skip pass. Jones. And a kick by Gates.
Now this is where Powell can do some damage.
So far in the first half, Carrington, Rodriguez, Delgado, what they're doing tonight. No points for Desi or Kadeen.
I never disagree with what they're not doing. Would you agree?
100%. Xavier staying in that zone. Weak side, Rodriguez. He's bound to hit one. Ball tapped around. And the rebound goes to Xavier. Bluiett. Remember, Bluiett could score points in bunches. Mercura, quick release 3.
Long. And they're in the right spot, though.
And tap it in.
I think the Seton Hall guy tipped it in, don't you? Maybe that'll get them going.
Maybe on the other end.
Yeah, they're really struggling on this end.
16-9.
Not a bad move by Chris Mack. No, there are not too many deep shooters on the floor now.
Cross court, Carrington.
Making him use a lot of clock. Nice screen. There you go.
(16-11).
It's interesting. No point guard on the floor. They forgot to help the inbounds pass. You're trying to play that point now.
Ball deflected, picked up Carrington. Here's Rodriguez in transition, drives to the basket, gets there, and the foul.
And how about the pass by Carrington? Let's set him up. Let him put it in overdrive. And Desi, some strength, but the good hands, making yourself bigger. And look at that snap pass, and this kid can attack with the best of them. Woo. And just giving a little bump here, sets it up. A nice little open jumper, 15-footer. Every kid who ever plays, that's your baby.
So Desi Rodriguez, last Wednesday against Butler, 12 points and 3 rebounds in 33 minutes. Had a career-high 30 against Marquette 3 weeks ago.
He can get it going. Makes those threes, strong at the rim.
6'6", junior from the Bronx.
Real small Seton Hall team here on the floor. O'Meara should get inside. Make your move strong.
And he does. Sean O'Meara. 18-13. But you get the feeling Seton Hall is starting to figure some things out now, Coach.
Yeah, they are getting some better looks. That is deep, but accurate. Woo. He can light it, can he?
Yes, he can. Miles Powell.
Aptly named, can shoot it miles out.
Shooting 32% from the three-point line on the season. O'Meara with the jam.
They've been looking for him to be tough at that rim. Do things quickly, use the rim to extend.
O'Meara now with 6 points. Under 7 to go.
Get a Powell on the floor, opens up the middle a little bit.
Powell has 8. Baseline. That one blocked. Gates recovers. Rashid Anthony in the game for the Pirates.
Take advantage inside. There you go.
O'Meara spinning. Gates with a rebound.
He's doing a good job on the glass lately.
And Bluiett rattles in a 3.
Gates is tired too. He wants to come out. They don't want to take him out. He's pulling his shirt. This isn't Carolina. Hang in there.
Xavier is 10-1 at home this season, and they've won 88% of its games here all time. The 5th best home court winning percentage in the nation. And right now, their big fella is playing well. Sean O'Meara.
That kick out, how about him? He can light it up with the best of them. Got to get out and cover that guy.
Saturday, it's a Big East basketball doubleheader on FS1. First at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, Seton Hall travels to D.C. to take on Georgetown. Then the soaring Golden Eagles of Marquette clash with the bald Blue Demons. That's all Saturday, exclusively on FS1. 23-16 Xavier with 6:15 to play in the first half. Let's take a look around college basketball and some teams trying to march to the madness, Coach.
How about this one? First time ever Wisconsin's got those kids playing. We saw them early in the year against Butler, where Butler took care of. SMU is having an unbelievable year versus Marquette. One of those clubs that, you know, might appear right now on a bubble. And Cal with Rapp and company. Saw them out in Honolulu in the Steve Shear special, I might add.
That's right, Steve Shear, our ace producer.
I think he just got back from Honolulu. That was earlier in the year. And right now, Seton Hall's difficulty in scoring. And the 2-3 zone has been ridden pretty good by Xavier.
Right now, the combination of Carrington and Rodriguez are 1 for 10 this evening. In their last game, they were 9 of 34.
Right now, little man. Little change on the timeout.
Delgado, guarded by Gaston.
Nice double. Somebody's got to dive.
Ball reversal. Jones slicing to the basket and lays it in.
Boy, tough drive to get that balance and recover. And right again, nobody taking it out. It's going to be a 5-second violation. And this is what, you know, you talk about Sumner in so many ways. It's just even not taking the ball out of bounds.
Now Gooden is replacing Sumner. Almost got stripped. Lobs it inside, taken away.
Nice job by Jones, though.
Sonoga.
Nice look.
Delgado pump fake and the easy bucket.
Well, Jones from defense to offense and to find a nice patience and poise by the big fella at the rim.
Angel Delgado with 6 points. Also 6 rebounds.
You knew they were going to try and pressure this kid.
Oh, nice Euro step and goodness foul.
He's going to be okay, I think.
I think so too.
The more he plays, all about the defense and then his ability, Jones, to come to the other end. And right here, the boys take that hit, a little wall-up job, and finish the deal. Again,
Bluiett limping a bit.
Interesting, huh? Yeah, he's going over to see Chris. He's trying to run it off. Have you had one of those? Sprained ankle?
Oh, man, those are the worst.
It's unbelievable what it does to you. I mean, I didn't have any speed to begin with.
Oh, Coach.
Much less a...
Save that for later. Coach, you were a heck of a player at LaSalle.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. They may not agree, but thank you.
I don't know how you hit so many jump shots and stayed in rhythm back then when you had to take that ball out of the peach basket.
Oh, you are nasty. Again, like Pat Lloyd now an age bias suit against you.
23-20.
Back to the 2-3 zone. And turn and look.
Powell dumps it down.
Tough catch.
Digs it out. Gets it back out to Delgado.
I would put a guard on that foul line. This is deep again. He can drill him, though. Tell you what, this could be, towards the end of the year, a flourishing offense the way Miles is able to stroke him. How?
Seton Hall on a 7-0 run to level this game at 23. Gooden driving, hanging, and banking it down. Plus the foul.
The hesitation, Walsh, makes that defense stand up, Gus. He's clever. You've seen him get in the lane, play with a little more confidence. And right, just a little, gets that defense to stand, able to convert, and a chance for 3. Not bad defense either. Everybody collected at the point of attack.
And he misses a free throw. But Gaston pulls down the rebound. Their leading rebounder, both offensively and defensively. Now Gooden.
Tell you what, he's playing with some confidence and flair.
Well, they need him. There's no question about that, Coach.
They just got to get somebody to take the ball out of bounds for
That's
him.
right.
Now, this is where I would put a guard once in a while, a shooter on the foul line. Let Delgado go low, slip one of the wing guys in there.
Miles Powell driving. Rodriguez, can he get one?
Oof, that's a finger breaker.
Inside, Delgado with the soft touch. Angel Delgado with 8 points and 6 rebounds in the first half. Under 4 minutes to play. 25 up.
Xavier's got to get back to running their offense. Here's a little post rubs, curl.
Baseline, Gaston. Bluiett, quick release 3.
Don't leave him. Don't leave him. Please don't leave him.
Trevon Bluiett tied a Xavier school record on 9 made threes en route to his 40-point performance.
Look at this again, deep. Some quick jacks.
Gooden. Now Makura exploding to the basket. Short. Snatched down by Delgado.
And Delgado made him extend just a little further. He's a little bit tired, Delgado. Late entry here. I'm going to age myself. I remember Wilt Chamberlain not coming down quickly. Nice ball fake.
Powell on the baseline. Stop and start. Cross court. Rodriguez poked away from behind and out of play. Gooden with good hands.
Yeah. I'll finish the Wilt Chamberlain later. He used to wave Guy Rogers and hand it to him, but why not? This guy, do not let him roam. Get it. Contact.
That's all right. It's okay. You
Everybody's stealing your stuff lately.
I'm stealing your stuff. Mike's stealing my stuff. As we look at the AP Top 10, Baylor, Kansas getting ready to go at. Big week for Kansas. They beat Kentucky. after losing to West Virginia himself, I think he has a really good team there.
He's got some off-the-court problems now, which is part of the difficulty out there that they have to address. You know, Arizona, a lot of people don't mention, I just love the way they guard. And they get Trier back, and now you're 9 deep. This is pretty darn good.
How about Miles Powell?
Well, he is really a talented kid with a beautiful stroke. Trimmed down version, the left wing delivering. How about the drive and hang and finish? This is just a kick out to him, and it's almost automatic. You expect it to go down.
Now look at Miles Powell. In the summer, this past summer, he lost 45 pounds.
How about that, huh?
Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, has nothing on this kid.
He's been hanging around you. Look at that hot yoga.
I'm telling you, Coach, it's changing my life.
Well, you're a different guy. I think the reason you're not eating is you're afraid of getting stuck with a chick. That could be part of it.
So Miles Powell with a terrific first half. The combination of Powell and Delgado with 19 of Seton Hall's 25 points.
Nice double screen to set it up. Boy, nice challenge. You know, when you want to play for a guy, you don't have to shoot the ball if it's not a good shot. And kids think, well, the coach called me my number, no matter what. Try and knock it down.
Gooden. Driving. Loose. Jones with the rebound. Leads the break. Powell to the bucket, off the glass and in.
Boy, 40 pounds ago, he wouldn't have been that quick to the 10. A nice give again, the open floor. Jones.
Powell with 13. Xavier with a 1-point advantage. Here's Gaston. Double team coming.
Pretty good job standing him up big, Delgado.
Carrington. Carrington in the corner, open. Still can't get one to fall. And that ball saved by Bernard.
Boy, Delgado, he's a load in there, though. He can test those offensive rebounds.
1:23 to play in the first half.
Over 4 a game, the big fella.
Bluiett backing his way in. Step back jump shot off the window, no. Here comes Carrington. Outlet Jones in the front court. Galloping down the lane. Double clutch off the glass short. Powell tracks it down. New shot clock. Powell to the bucket.
Is he showing some game?
Yes, he is.
A little lingerie on the deck.
First lead of the game for Seton Hall. Powell with 15 points in the first half. Remember, he had the 26-point game in his third college game against Iowa this year.
Big time game. They got them going early, too.
39 seconds to play. First half. Yates to Bluiett. He'll feed Gaston. 6 to shoot. Baseline turnaround. Air ball.
Tough shot. Delgado playing excellent defense as well.
So shot clock turned off. Game clock at 20 seconds. Seton Hall will play for 1. Powell with 15 in the first half. Delgado, 8 points, 10 rebounds.
So you got to be careful with him on the miss, Delgado.
7 to shoot. Jones to Powell for 3 again.
Wow. Well, Chris Mack is furious.
So after a slow start, Coach, Seton Hall heads into the locker room with a 32-28 lead.
Unbelievable. Open opportunities. Nobody paying attention. No closeout. This kid is really drilling him big time. Get his number down. Second half, he'll punish you if you don't.
Seton Hall goes on a 7-0 run to end the half. All the points scored by Powell. And the Pirates lead at 32-28. We'll send you to Mike Hill, Jim Jackson, and Nick Baugh in Los Angeles for the Jeep Grand Cherokee halftime report right after this. Big East College Hoops on FS1 is sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee. Centos Center here in Cincinnati. Big East basketball on FS1, 32-28. Seton Hall with a big first half from Miles Powell. the freshman, Gus Johnson, along with Coach Rabb. And I thought after that slow start, the Pirates really picked it up, and this freshman really led the way.
He is tough. What a load outside. 4 for 8 from 3. Everybody else really struggled. Not as many contributors as Kevin Willer would like, but great ball movement on occasion, got him looks. His ability to get to the rim. They found him a little negligent in coverage. And this is big, I think. All without the 3 studs. I mean, this is amazing. Carrington a zipper, and Desi on that drive to the rim, and Delgado close to that double-double, a regular.
And our Jeep Grand Cherokee first half stats.
It's interesting, the ability to make the 3 by one guy. Everybody else strong. Points in the paint, I think. Right now, I think the big thing for Xavier to get organized and run their stuff. I thought they went a little helter-skelter, a little disorganized, not running their formations.
Miles Powell was 7 of 11 in the first half for his 18 points. Let's see if they continue to go to him. He's not on the floor right now. Rodriguez, baseline, Carrington, can he hit one? Still can't. No points for Carrington, their leading scorer.
Another rebound. He's a machine. He wants it down there. Oh, you got to look in. Give it to your bread and butter. Little double. Somebody's got to dive.
Carrington, the kick. Madison Jones.
He's there again.
Delgado can't square his shoulders. Finally takes a tough shot. Bernard the other way. Bernard inside. Sanogo can't hold on. Squirts out, picked up by Jones.
Nice lob. There should have been a lob pass.
Gooden.
They don't get.
And Bluiett finally hits a jump shot.
He ended up with a good shot. I thought he could have done something. A couple of guys were right at the rim.
Bluiett with 10 points. He had 8 at the break. He leads them on the season at close to 19 per game.
Well, the double's been effective. Right now, you got to make a quicker decision.
Delgado across the lane. Contested by Gaston.
Got to get him off that box, though. Delgado's so tough. He can make that little lefty, too. Here's their little action set. Generally a high ball screen at the end of it, but nobody came out.
Bluiett posting up Carrington. Backs him down. Draws a double.
Step through.
And foul.
And you got Carrington on it. Taking advantage. Not a bad guy to slip in there, particularly with a guard trying to guard him.
So Carrington picks up his second.
Nobody ever wins those arguments. You ever notice the ref?
I think it's for later.
Setting him up.
That's right.
Okay.
As Bluiett misses a free throw. Big East Player of the Week, Trevon Bluiett. Preseason All Big East first team. At 21 points on 7 of 12 shooting at St. John's on Sunday. Also 10 rebounds as he played 36 minutes.
9 threes at Cincy. He can really get it going.
Bluiett with another new pair of sneakers after twisting his ankle in the first half. This is his 3rd pair of shoes he's worn in this game.
How about you? These details.
Rodriguez.
Desi.
Seton Hall looking for their first Big East road win of the season. They've been in some very close games on the road. Gates. And a hand-checking foul on Sanogo. His 3rd.
I like Gates mixing his game up a little bit. We know he can shoot the ball. Just get a little spice, a little variety in his game.
Sanogo takes a seat with his 3rd foul. Enzi comes in to replace him.
Enzi gives him a lot of activity around the rim. A little cross screen.
Bluiett.
How about that? Pretty good set on the out of bounds.
He can shoot it. Trevon Bluiett now with 14 points. And the Musketeers pull to within 1. Carrington. He's got the same amount of points as his jersey number.
This is off the ball, this particular play, but just being active, a little cross screen. Just a well-designed play on the out of bounds. And when you got a guy that can fill it up like that, it looks awfully good.
And Bluiett still limping a bit. Double team in the corner. They swing it. Carrington.
Well, he is really,
0 for 8.
He is really struggling. Why not mix it up? Well, move the basketball. Let it come to you. Drive when you get an angle.
Remember, he dislocated that left pinky finger against Butler. He's left-handed. Maybe affecting his shot tonight.
Yeah, I would buy that, so then don't shoot it. Right?
Okay, coach. Spoken like a coach. 10 to shoot. Bluiett. Another 3. Carrington bats it to himself. Races into the front court. Goes to the basket and lays it in.
That's what he should be doing. I mean, of course, that's a fast break opportunity, but do a little more of that. As they converge, find somebody.
First basket of the game for Kadeem Carrington. He's 1 of 9 from the field.
No brush screen. No, look at his anticipation.
Rodriguez blew it back, and Bluiett stripped it and fouled him. Desi Rodriguez was ready to punch that one down.
I thought Desi had open floor, may have walked, but this is just a great attack after the turnover. And sometimes it just gets you going. Whether it's a deuce at the rim or a chance to get a couple of free throws, it's a head game, and you got to manage it.
Rodriguez averaging 16 points a game on the season. He has 5 points in this one. Free throw shooting an issue for Kevin Willard and his Pirates.
It's been tough for them all year long. 64% for Desi. He's got a good stroke, too. It's tough to sustain things when you miss free throws. A lot of empty trips.
Pirates as a team shooting 61% from the free throw line. (37-34). O'Mara in for the first time here in the second half.
He's got Anthony on him. See how he hands up. Nice double, nice shade.
Gates a 3.
There you go. Kick out. Patience.
He's got great form on that shot.
Oh, he sure does.
And he's 6'8". Dislocated his kneecap. Brought along slowly to start this season. He's starting to get the confidence back in his knee, Kaiser Gates. Powell, deep 3.
Wow. That was deep. He was almost on the X in Xavier.
21 points for Miles.
And again, Delgado, a little bit of a rest until the media timeout. He can elevate over him now.
Gooden on the handoff, 10 to shoot. He's good with the basketball, especially going left.
Nice help again, John's good defender.
Numbers for Seton Hall. Rodriguez to the cup and lays it in.
All set up by excellent defense. Madison delivering.
Largest lead of the game now for the Pirates. 14:44 to go. Timeout, Xavier.
How about this guy? Deep, drags everybody out. Big guys should be happy. And the ability to attack the rim. Parted away, big, strong Desi. He needs one, huh? The road to get healthy. Kevin Willard got it playing good.
Big East College Hoops on FS1 is sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee. Seton Hall, Xavier. Pirates on top of the X-Men, 42-37. Let's go back to the World Series when the Cubs won the World Series. Remember that, Coach?
I sure do.
Well, how about that guy?
Who is that guy?
Bill Murray and his son Luke celebrating the Cubs' victory. Luke, one of the assistant coaches for Coach Mack, also was a former assistant coach at Arizona with Sean Miller. And guess who's in the stands watching his son coach? Bill Murray.
Back for more. Now that is a funny guy.
Oh my goodness. I love to watch him play at Pebble Beach. The outfits.
Amazing. How about when he jumped in the sand? The many things he used to do. And they say he's not a bad golfer, you know.
Who's your buddy? Who's your pal? I sat next to him at the World Series. I mean, at the Super Bowl, when the Super Bowl was in New York.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Of course,
Sat right next to him.
I know his brother Brian, who's a character, of course, co-wrote Caddyshack. So
what a
got
movie.
some humor in that family. Maybe it's contagious. We're going to hang out.
Makura, 15-footer, and gets the bounce.
He thought he got the hit, too.
Makura with 6 points. He averages 14 a game.
Because he's the point guard now at the other end. Let's see how he handles it.
Handoff inside. Nicely done as Delgado muscled it up. 39th career double-double for Delgado. His 16th this year.
Incredible, that kid. He just couldn't get the rotation.
That one knocked out of Makura's hands. Miles Powell finding the big fella.
Just a nice drive, sets it up. You can just see a little late in the cover. Delgado, double-double, another.
Friday.
Gus, this kid is so tough-minded, great position player, a nose, a feel for the basketball. How about this complimenting the outside, huh? The jumper complimenting that inside game. And just look at this kid, the most big time. What a career he's carved out.
That's right. He had a streak of 11 consecutive double-doubles, snapped 3 games back against Villanova.
Swanigan, one of those guys that physical presence as well under that rim.
Coming into this game, he was ranked 3rd nationally in double-doubles with 15, now 16. Angel Delgado. Bluiett on the baseline.
Nice little giveaway there. He set him up. Does he went bit on the little fake?
Rodriguez picks up the foul. That's his first.
They like to lob and maybe guard around as well. That's the play they ran earlier.
Bluiett on the inbound. Air ball.
Screen the screener. Desi gives him a nice extra ball handler when they're stuck.
Let's see if they continue to feed Miles Powell. He's leading with 21 points, 5 of 9 from the three-point line.
And Makura won't be able to help off it. Here he comes with a double screen.
Powell.
They got a moving screen.
And that's on NC.
What a great call by Kevin to get this shot. Coming all the way around. With just a little movement. You don't have to do that. Just stand your ground. If the cutter doesn't set him up, don't worry about it.
Bluiett driving, gets to the basket and lays it in.
Delgado a little tardy getting over there to help.
16 for Bluiett. Just such a smart player, Coach.
He sure is.
He knows how to score.
And a nice pace to his game. Makura's got to be careful. Do not help off of this nice steal.
Jones gets it back, 12 to shoot. Powell looking for it. Oh.
Oh, you just shake your head. Well defended, still rising and
firing. 24 points for Miles Powell. The freshman from Trenton, New Jersey. Largest lead of the game for the Pirates.
Automatic switch here.
Bluiett. Guarded by Rodriguez and an offensive foul. He hooked him with the off arm.
We talked about Bluiett's offensive game. It's a really good understanding of what shots he can get. You try and get up on because he's going to shoot it in the blow by, but look at all this traffic. And not much room on that sideline. The crew can't do much more. Challenge it. Now they go a little three-quarter, and I'm waiting for that 1-3-1 half-court too, which befuddles teams at times. Back to his own.
3rd foul on Bluiett. Delgado hit a couple of jump shots from there. Kicks it out. Rodriguez halfway down, pops out. O'Mara with a rebound.
This Mac really mixing it up. He's got to. Trying to seize this game.
Xavier playing without one of their best players, Edmund Sumner, who injured his knee in their last game against St. John's, and he tore his ACL in his left knee, and surgery is pending. They have to wait for the swelling to go down. But we've got a battle here in the Big East. Seton Hall, Xavier, 47-41 right now. And a look at the Big East standings.
Interesting, huh? Marquette with a tough one. How about St. John's, though? The middle of the road. Who's going to seize that 5th spot? And that's what I think. Or maybe 4th. You never know.
Creighton with a big win on the road at Butler.
Same dilemma. Their adjustment seems to be a little better with Clement playing guard, Mintz playing guard. And
Georgetown playing better as well, Coach.
It's unbelievable. Everybody's talking about it now. They're a really good basketball team. Govan playing center. How about his deep shot? Not bad around the rim either.
47-41. Miles Powell is 6 of 10 from the 3-point line tonight. He has been burning it up. He has 24 points. Makura drives on Rodriguez.
Nice.
O'Mara.
Nice. Off that flex look on the inbounds pass. O'Mara's been solid when he's been on the floor.
47-43. Xavier trying to figure out these Pirates now. Carrington, who averages 17 points a game, has 2.
Pretty good defense.
Rodriguez, 18-footer, pure.
Wow. Well, that's the threat he has. He can put it down. We've seen him with great strength attacking the rim.
Rodriguez with 2 at halftime. He has 9 now.
Well, they had such a tough start. So 4-20 at the beginning of the game. Or 4-20.
Gooden to kick. Gates again. Kaiser Gates.
Now, when you played, would you rather play a guy that was a spot-up shooter or a guy that could do both, the drive and the shot?
I didn't guard people, Coach. That was not my thing.
Well, I mean, my point is, you get up on a guy and force him to do something he's a little uncomfortable with. McCure doing a pretty good job not letting Powell get a touch.
Inside, Sanogo, bump from behind, and he turns it over. No call. Let's see if they go to Gates again. Good, nice look. O'Mara.
Just a nice pocket pass. And this is why you win at home. Get a little energy. Good timeout right here. Right back in it.
The freshman point guard, Gooden, doing a nice job distributing.
Once you use that dribble, you can just see the ability to find some people. O'Mara, how about that? The big fella, looming large at the 10. Send it in, big guy.
Welcome back to Big East College Hoops on FS1, sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee. Xavier right back in this game, 49-48 our score. And how about this kid? Gooden, Coach, a career high 7 assists for Quentin Gooden.
And they're really doing a nice job mixing and matching the lineup. A little chaotic, with some that are not obviously available, and just trying to find their stride. And the last couple of minutes they have.
So let's see how Seton Hall responds, holding on to a 1-point lead.
I'd go inside for a touch.
Looks like Xavier's playing zone. No, actually it's man. Rodriguez, a 3.
How about that? Silencer.
Desi Rodriguez with 12 points now. He's found his stroke. Good.
Got to get the ball moving, run something. Wow. That's what I said, run something.
This kid's going to be good, Coach. He's forced into action.
Plays with some confidence, and boy, he's got your kind of body. He is built.
Yes, he can. Get the weights up, and he comes up with a steal. Look at him with the left hand, drives to the bucket, and foul. This kid's taking over this game.
He's hurt.
Hopefully he's okay as he hops to his feet.
It's unbelievable. The falls that these kids have taken. Playing the passing lane, you got to show it and step and go. You don't give it up that easily. It opens up the floor, and they're just trying to ride him out. Not a bad play by Jones, trying to push him as wide as he can.
Although he's a freshman, you see how confident he is with his handle.
Well, they felt he was a big-time recruit. 57 struggles a little bit on that free throw line.
1 for 4 from the free throw line as O'Mara does a nice job with 5 points. Make that 10 points. Gooden with 5. Now 6. (52-52). They rise to their feet here in Cincinnati. Carrington driving.
Nice hands.
Strick. Xavier can take the lead right here.
Gooden got the first piece of that, too.
Gates, the 3. Bam!
Be patient now if you're Seton Hall.
Gates with 11.
Make them work on defense. And I think Delgado's got to get a touch. Force him to double. And maybe you get somebody springing free. They get a nickel dimer here. Gooden giving it away on Carrington. But the ability to make deep shots. Again, a late closeout. The ability to elevate and knock it down. Kaiser. Woo. He illuminates.
Miles Powell back in the game now. Carrington on the bench. Jones the inbounder. Delgado spinning and a foul.
Nice ball fake, set it up.
An offensive foul.
Yeah, Delgado when he turned, opens it up. Right here, you're in trouble. And not a bad little sell job as well.
Third foul on Angel. 8:52 to go. 55-52 Xavier. Inside.
Nice pass.
Gaston back to Gooden. He'll take a 3.
Got it. But he was right on it.
And Gates fouled with a rebound.
Well, it's amazing how your personality changes half to half, and why not? The gates are open now. The ability to deliver passes timely, closeouts a little bit tardy. Nylon by the big fella. Mixing his game up a little bit. Going to get big high side for this talent.
Gates had his left knee scoped on October 20th, missed the first 5 games of the season while rehabilitating. He has been terrific tonight. 12 points. As we take a look at the foul trouble, Pirates with 3 players with 3 fouls. Bluiett has 3 for the X-Men. And both free throws good. 9-0 run for Xavier. 57-52. Seton Hall led this game by as many as 6. Madison Jones to Delgado. Another mid-range jump shot off the back rim, rebounded by Jones.
They'll live with that right now. You got to get him on the block. Powell has not had even touches in the shooting area.
Rodriguez, he's been hot from downtown, contested. And a foul underneath against Xavier.
Well, you can't stick Delgado hard enough. He is huge around that basket. Just knows where it's going, anticipates, and gives them a second opportunity. Now, Gooden's got to stay alert, too. He's got Powell, and they switch now.
Powell off the inbounds deep. Gooden brings it the other way with Gaston, Kaiser Gates, Trevon Bluiett, and Bernard.
There's those little drag screens.
Bluiett almost lost it. Tied up and a reach-in foul coming up against Enzi. 7:44 to play. The freshman Gooden leading Xavier back. And Trevon Bluiett loves it. Fox Sports Supports is proud to team up with Positive Coaching Alliance and its mission to develop better athletes, better people, by working to provide all youth and high school athletes a positive, character-building sports experience. Visit foxsportssupports.com to learn more. All right, let's take a look at the keys to success.
Well, we were talking about Carrington, running the point, making shots, really struggling. You mentioned the finger, and Gooden has been plenty.
All right, let's go inside the huddle with Kevin Willard.
Good scrap. Let's not foul, though. They're in the bonus, understand? Hey, you're scrapping. Let's not foul, though. Let's not foul. Got a lifetime left now. Everybody chill out, relax. Understand that?
I like his demeanor, Coach.
I do too. He's a great kid. First raised in a family, you know, that loves their basketball. Ralph, great coach at Holy Cross and longtime pal and assistant with Rick Pitino. And Rick said he was the best individual instruction guy he ever had. Right now, trying to get that comfort zone, where to go. Don't settle for bad shots.
Bluiett.
You had mentioned that ankle. I mean, he is hobbly, and he's shown a lot of guts out here.
Having a big game offensively. 17 points. Third pair of sneakers he's worn in this game.
Now, who gave you that info? I mean, you
No, because I saw his sneakers before the game, and I asked him what size they were, and he said, too big for you.
Oh, you were
He had a sweet pair of Jordans on. 7:35 to go. 59-52, 11-0 run for Xavier. Delgado somehow squeezes that one into the basket.
And Gus, I love it, bringing him from the right side to his dominant hand.
Excuse me, Rodriguez, coach.
A little kiss by Desi.
(59-54), Bernard.
Nice help by Delgado. Really knows he's not going to get hurt outside.
Glidden going left again. Can't get the angle. Loose ball rebounded. Gaston inside. Too strong. Gets his own offensive rebound. Had it stripped away. Enzi dives and saved it.
What a hustle play. Both Jones with the strip and Enzi.
Rodriguez to the basket and foul.
Well, when he attacks, he is special. Oh, the experience and confidence. This play well designed, can bring it all the way around. So he could a little kiss with that left hand, and right here, first the strip by Jones, and look at this, before it goes out, that's a big guy going down and getting dirty.
Enzi Rodriguez making the first free throw. 64% free throw shooter. J.P. McCura back in for Bernard.
Now rotating them pretty good here, keeping them fresh coming down the stretch.
And both free throws good. Desi Rodriguez had 2 points at halftime. He has 16 now. Under 7 to go. 3-point lead for the X-Men.
Yeah, he's made a lot of good decisions. A little down screen.
Gates has been hot. Keep your eye on number 22, White.
Now they got him replacing on that ball screen.
Kira. 10 to shoot.
Automatic switching here. A little confusion. Forcing them late.
And a foul.
Now Rodriguez wants that little warding off with the arm. Boy, what a load he can be. And Trevon with that ability to shoot it deep, and just a little hesitation in his moves with the bounce as well.
10th team foul against Seton Hall. So Xavier shooting 2. Rodriguez picked up his 3rd.
This kid almost went to UCLA when you think of it. Trevon Bluiett.
But he has a little brother in Indianapolis, and he wanted to stay close to home as opposed to going way out to California.
Pretty good catch. Well, you're bi-coastal. You're tough. You're pinpoint you.
You always got to keep him guessing, coach. 20 points for Bluiett. Baseline. And a foul. Love the way these officials are calling this game.
It's been a nice game. The difficulty now is Enzi's a 48% free throw shooter.
Pat Driscoll, Joe Lindsay, Jamie Lucky. Your men in stripes.
Experienced guys. Now, you know, Rodriguez realizes he's not a good free throw shooter, so on this next one, he'll try and slap that thing back.
First one good. Madison Jones getting a couple of last second.
Talked about that earlier, their inability to shoot these.
Second one no good. 61-57, Xavier. Musketeers coming in this game with a 15-6 record. 5-3 in conference play, 10-1 at home this season.
Now, they were a little confused defensively. They finally got organized in their man.
Gates backing his man up. Gooden shows it inside, short. And we'll head the other way.
Maybe a little bit too deep.
They've gotten away, though, for Powell.
Yeah, well, they've guarded him well, I think. Really doing a good job. Gooden now has that assignment. Earlier was Mikura. He can't look to sniff and help out.
Delgado.
Nice job defensively, making him get away from the box. Murray using his strength again.
Delgado underneath. Look to the reverse side and draws contact. O'Mara on his back.
A nice little move on that baseline, just getting through. Just enough room. So you got some help on the top side, so you've got to seal the baseline. You can see he never gets there. And then the giveaway at the rim.
So Angel Delgado at the free throw line. 51% free throw shooter. First one good. Form is there.
It's unbelievable. You know, he'll have stretches where he makes 4 or 5 in a row and then goes empty.
And he gets the second. Delgado with 12 points. Full court pressure now by Seton Hall.
Somebody's got a post. Well, they got a perfect trap.
Bluiett put it on the deck. Has it taken away and a foul at the midcourt line.
Boy, what a nice read. I'll tell you, Jones is a heck of a defender. He does so many good things. We've seen him rake the post. This great understanding of that position. That's Death Valley right there. And not much you can do. Heads down, postman missed, and not ready for the pulling of the string by Kevin Willard.
Bluiett picked up his 4th foul. And now Seton Hall will shoot 1-1. Powell with 24 points tonight. He's a freshman, true freshman.
And he shoots them pretty good here at 85%.
He's yet to take a foul shot this evening. (61-59).
That's that bugaboo that creates problems for Seton Hall.
O'Mara.
Jones is tough.
And Jones again with hands on the ball. Squirts out Gooden. 7 to shoot. Gooden driving to the left hand again with English. Can't get it to fall, and Rodriguez scraps for the rebound.
I tell you, I love how competitive these guys have been on that glass.
Seton Hall can level this game with a deuce and take the lead with a 3.
Little horn set, brush screen.
Powell, he's been hot.
Good job by Gooden on the catch.
Delgado, double team to a cutting Jones. Flipped it up and in.
That's what they have not done, is that dive to the rim. It collapses the defense.
Madison Jones with the equalizer. 61-61.
Gooden's got to run the show now. O'Mara with a duck in. Look at this. Ooh. Delgado trying to wall up, but the ability to read situations. Nice little dump. Dive to that rim. Pretty good opportunity on the offensive end.
61-61, 3:53 to play. Back after this. All right, thank you very much, Mike. 61-61, Seton Hall and Xavier. As we take a look at the game reset, Seton Hall and Xavier both with a couple of timeouts. And a look at the foul trouble as well.
And of course, Bluiett big on the other side, and Delgado, wow, with that one he didn't believe in, but this is just good offense here as we get the double down here. The understanding of when to cut, exchange here, and then the dive down the lane. And if you don't get any weak side help, you don't get any top side help. And if the dive man is covered, Gus, then you've got the wingman who's in position for the opposite little kick out. This kid has played great, I think. Defensively, hands, stripping people, reading traps, making great judgments.
4 steals for Madison Jones tonight, and only 1 turnover to go along with 8 assists. He's played 32 minutes. Sean O'Mara at the line.
And a 65% free throw. He's going to have good minutes.
He's played a solid game tonight, Sean O'Mara. 11 points and 4 rebounds. 3:50 to go. Xavier up by a penny. 62-61. Jones. Rodriguez down the lane. Jump hook. Can't get the bounce. Delgado fouled.
Well, he is tough. He just loads up. It's unbelievable. He becomes the check guy, checker outer. Just terrific as he got O'Mara right under the rim. The other thing with Desi, why are they letting him go left? You've got to jump on that left hand. He can go right, but not as smoothly or quickly.
But can he hit his free throws is the big question. Since we saw him in Hawaii, it looks like he's really been working on shooting those free throws.
They work every day. It's all in the head with him. I mean, you had mentioned the technique is superb. Once in a while, he just locks the knees and hesitates, like he just did there.
He's 3 of 4 from the line. 62-62. 3:27 to go. Second half.
Nice.
Left hand.
And he knew Delgado had the 4. A little horn set, refused the ball screen.
Bluiett with 22. And they're back on their feet here at Cintas.
Ooh, what a tough pass. A nice play, O'Mara.
McCure. And foul.
He is aggressive. Just a simple little horn set. Now the ability to just refuse that ball screen and blow by. What a heady play. Gimpy, and maybe not as quick as he normally is, but he knows at the rim Delgado is going to step out. But O'Mara, well, look at this slap off the backboard, saves the basket, and of course McCure, so aggressive, gets a chance for 2.
Enzi picks up his 4th foul. Now Carrington will come back in. J.P. McCure, 82% free throw shooter. First trip to the line tonight.
Well, this kid is a gamer, though. Does anything you need to try and win for his team.
Subs coming in. Gaston. O'Mara goes out. Enzi out of the game. Carrington back in for Seton Hall.
Now, this is what league games are supposed to be about, guys. Hard-nosed, aggressive, quick timeout by Chris Mack. Oh, he did a great job getting them ready for the second half.
(65-62). Xavier on top of Seton Hall, under 3 minutes to play. As you take a look at the game reset, Pirates with 2 timeouts, Musketeers with 1. Both teams on a foul will shoot 2. Arrow favoring Xavier. Seton Hall looking for their first road conference win of the season.
Now, I would go to Delgado again, see if you can get that dive to the middle or kick opposite. He's going to slip to the rim.
Carrington on the baseline.
Nice rebound. In traffic. Knew how big it was. Gates with the seizure.
That's right. He's done a nice job on the boards. 8 rebounds for Kaiser Gates.
Same play. Uses it this time.
Bluiett. Gates has hit some big jump shots in this game as well. As Gooden dribbles that one off of his foot. Chased down by Madison Jones.
Nice
Jones
hustle.
has it knocked away from behind by McCure.
That's exactly what I was alluding to a moment ago. He doesn't give up on anything. Jones may have a breakaway, but look at the effort extended. Unbelievable. Little contribution could be a game saver.
3-point game. Powell, quiet offensively, but not now. as he forced his way to the basket and lays it in. 26 points for the freshman.
Good compliment to his outside game, the Bluiett.
That ties his career high. He had 26 against Iowa in his third collegiate game earlier this year.
Running the same play here.
Bluiett step back three.
And not buying the pratfall.
1:48 to go. 65-64. Seton Hall can take the lead right here. Madison Jones.
Oh, what a save.
Rodriguez. Inside. Left hand, no. Bluiett with a rebound. Who can come up with stops?
Absolutely. I'd switch the play. They've been running the same way they are.
I'd look for Gates.
McCure is one of those guys, too. Doesn't mind getting a foot in the lane and finding somebody.
McCure on the handoff. Kicks it down. Leans in. Oh, and he baked it in.
How about the poise and confidence, knowing where the defender was behind him? Woo! A pretty kiss for the Musketeers.
67-64.
Quick timeout here by Kevin.
51 seconds to go.
That was a heck of an effort. Dribble handoff. So difficult to defend against. And just here, this step through, knowing where the defense was. Taking advantage. Got some size, strength, poise, and maybe some hunches, Gus.
Double order.
He knew. Pretty good defense negated. Plenty of time, though.
McCure, 9.7 rebounds, a couple of assists.
They really haven't had second opportunities, Seton Hall, of late on misses. Pretty good defensive rebounding.
So with 51 seconds remaining. One possession game, 67-64. As we take a look at what's coming up for the Pirates at Georgetown on Saturday, followed by a home game against St. John, Providence, and then they head to St. John's.
Yeah, nothing easy in conference play. The big thing now is we've seen Madison do some nice things with the dribble and find people. Powell has not been able to get on track. They ran a nice double screen earlier in the game, and Enzi got a foul on it by moving, and Powell got a great look. We'll see if they go for that, or going to his left hand, get Rodriguez on a little dribble exchange and let him go strong to the rim.
Kadeem Carrington on the floor. He's 1 for 10 this evening. Jones will get it back from Delgado.
Here comes Powell on the down screen.
He'll take a three, blocked by Gooden. Back to Powell.
What an effort. Woo!
Delgado calling for it. Carrington drives baseline. Up and in.
How about that? Refusing. The Bluiett. Going to his right hand as well.
1 point game. Seton Hall cannot foul.
And they got a foul. Getting a little chippy. Unnecessary. Officials have it under control. Why is Gaston coming down there? Delgado waving his teammates over. And then Chris Mack is really mad. I don't blame him. He's telling, you know, that could cost you a game.
The foul is going to send Xavier to the line to shoot two. Gooden is 2 for 5 from the free throw line. Another look.
Well, they got it really in good position to trap at all the hands. They're going to take a look at the monitor, I'm sure. I don't think there's anything they have to worry about, though. A little woofing. But this is just a tremendous effort rising. Gooden, and his recovery as well was amazing. But then the blow-by, refusing that screen. Nobody home on that weak side. No one splitting the basket. And Carrington, the confidence to go, even though he's been struggling. $67-66.
32.1 to go.
The referees are asking for some assistance over at the table. Fans trying to look at the monitor as well. hopefully it'll be nothing more than continue play, let the free throws go. I don't think there was any altercation. Maybe some woofing. This is what they're looking at. It's what happened at the end that sort of aroused people.
Short little elbow by Gooden at the end of that play is what upset.
Now look at Gaston. Look at Gaston, though. You don't need to be in there.
Gaston tried to play the role as the enforcer for this Xavier team. With 32.1 to play.
Yeah, they're gonna, both coaches using this as a free timeout. They're just going to play, I think. No, they're going to have a little summit meeting.
Coach Mack agrees with you, asking Gaston, what are you doing?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. You know, you're not really contributing to the cause, the betterment of the cause. And we'll let know shortly. Unless they call a dead ball technical on two guys, that could be.
Well, let's see. This game is slowed down mightily as it's being explained to Coach Willard now what's going to take place.
Jamie's going to come over and tell us. Unsporting technical, 35, Gaston.
13 Miles Powell.
Yeah.
So Gooden at the line, he's 2 for 5.
That's a good call, don't you think?
Yes.
And number 13, Miles Powell for Seton Hall.
67-66. Gooden needs these free throws. Gets the first for the freshman.
On the road to building confidence as a starting point guard.
He's been excellent tonight.
In a big-time league.
Second one good.
Now you're just thinking two if you're Seton Hall. You don't have to jack a three unless it's a real clean one on a kick out.
69-66. Here come the Pirates. Jones down the lane, spins off the glass and in.
How about that? The open middle. Great call by Willard.
23.2 to go. Bluiett inbounds it. And McCura quickly fouled.
Good hustle play.
With 21.6 remaining.
Stretch that game out. Unfortunately, McCura, excellent. Come crunch time, too. Drop step, spin, little kiss for the Pirates. You know, it just really sets them up nicely, huh, with that dribble. Deft maneuver.
And Coach Willard's reaction as McCura makes the first. 70-68.
There's one tough kid. A couple of big Georgetown games, 23 and 20.
Second free throw, no good. Here come the Pirates, down by 2. 18 seconds to go. Jones drives, kicks. Carrington down the lane, off the glass, got it. Wow. And we're tied at 70 with 11.3 to go.
Plenty of time. They're going to play or call a time. They're going to go.
Bluiett on the baseline, across the lane, and good! Trevon Bluiett knocks it down with 4.4 to go.
Van Ankle and all. Stepping up, your main guy. Woo. Nobody came down to rake from the top. Just a real tough situation here as he takes this guy, a floater, which is something in his arsenal, but really inattentive to helping your partner. But this is just terrific. Stick to it of this. Carrington, as you mentioned, that struggle comes up big late, and then the counter. And how about Chris Mack? Confidence in his guys to play on, and this is what you got to do. You got to come in here and help a little bit. If he kicks it out, you try and recover. But this is just power, finesse, and the ability to step up big time. little things that can cost you.
So now 4.4 seconds remaining. 2-point ball game. I'm sure a good entry pass is the most important.
And stepping to the ball, they can't throw it to half court. No timeout, so it's going to be some sort of a back screen and step to the ball. You've got at least 3 dribbles on the catch, so you can get something good. A dribble, a pass. Here's the...
Jones runs the baseline. Rodriguez catches it. Rodriguez.
Got a chance.
Carrington for the win! And it rims off no good. Xavier holds on.
What a look. Let me tell you. Terrific performance. A lot of strategy by both guys. And getting good opportunities for their players.
72-70 the final. Xavier holds on to beat Seton Hall.
Now, the earlier one was Trevon, and how about this? Nice cross-court pass. Gets Carrington that look, and you had mentioned the fingers, a problem for him all game. 2 fingers taped together because of a dislocation in the Butler game, and an opportunity. And Kevin just begging that one in. Heartache. Devastation. And wishing the other way. Unbelievable performance.
On a night, Trevon Bluiett with 24 points. Gooden, the freshman, with 7 assists. Gates had 13 and 8. 72-70 the final. Now let's go to Mike Hill.
All right, fellas, did that wake you guys up? What an exciting finish right there. Xavier getting the win in exciting fashion, 72-70. Mike Hill hanging out with Jim Jackson and Nick Baugh in our FS1 College Hoops Extra, who was asking the question before the game, how would Xavier adjust without Edmond Sumner? Well, it's good that they still have one superstar left on that team, Trevon Bluiett, who had 24 points tonight, including the game winner.
Well, he did, and Nick and I were talking about this. At what point do you say as a coach, at the end of the game, do I call a timeout, do I allow the play to run? Because if you call the timeout when Trevon Bluiett has the advantage, now you take it away. The advantage meaning this: 1, a smaller player, but 2, the defense is not set. So, Nick, at that time, Chris Mack did an excellent job of kind of letting the play flow and allow your best player to make a play at the end of the game.
Well, don't you think, Jim, if they'd have called a timeout, all they would have done was drawn up to get right back to that same scenario. Get Bluiett in isolation.
Defense too.
Exactly. So you can load up, help. So sometimes you can predetermine things. Sometimes you go with your gut. I thought Chris Mack did a good job of just recognizing, okay, got our closer, The Rock. He's got an advantage. Let him do his thing. I thought it was a great job.
All right, you want to hear from Chris Mack?
Yeah.
You want to hear from Trevon Bluiett?
Yeah.
You want to hear from Bill Raftery?
Yeah.
We got them all right now. Let's go back out there to Seton Center right now.
Well, thank you very much, Mike. Unbelievable performance at the end. What was in your mind or your mindset as you caught the ball and attacked the rim?
First thing I did was check the time, see how much time was left, and then I kind of wanted to be patient and wait for the floor to open up. And I was just thinking attack, try to get the best shot.
How was the ankle all game? You toughed it out.
When I landed on it, it hurt initially. Then I went at halftime and got some treatment on it. Then I switched shoes and it felt a little bit better.
I won't ask the coach this because he won't tell me the truth. What was halftime like?
Yeah, he got in us. We didn't play up to the expectations. We didn't lock in on our personnel like we were supposed to, and he came in and told us what we had to get it done, and I think we switched it a little bit in the second half.
Congratulations, great effort, great performance by you. Enjoy your teammates. Chris, at the end of the game, take us through what you thought in terms of a timeout or not a timeout, the confidence you must have had in these kids.
Well, we got a freshman point guard out there who's playing 30-plus minutes, haven't been in that situation before. Coach Willard does a really good job of changing defenses. Last thing I want to do is call a timeout, act like I'm at a coaching clinic, and then come out and they're in a triangle and 2, or they're not denying a guy the ball. And we had a couple turnovers for touchdowns. Last thing I want to see is those guys turning us over, going in and laying up one at the buzzer. So, it's in Trevon's hands. Smart player. He had a mismatch on him, a smaller guy. He was able to bump him, get into the lane, and hit a big-time shot.
How hard has it been for you and the team the adjustment without one of the premier guards in the country.
We can't worry about how difficult it is or not. Those are the circumstances that we're dealt, and that which doesn't kill us makes us stronger. And really proud of our group effort to on 2 days rest to come back here and be without our point guard. And Quentin did a tremendous job for a freshman. Rattled early, but he played well as the game went on. Those 2 free throws at the end, big time.
Maybe the best play tonight was you got out there and made sure Gaston didn't get problems for you.
Yeah, well, Rashid's a tough kid, and sometimes that spills over, and the last thing you want to do is lose a game because you get a couple technicals. So just had to make sure smoother, calmer heads prevailed.
Well, of course, you had that great body English at the end. They're making sure that Gary didn't go in. Congratulations, great effort by you,
Bill.
guys.
I appreciate it.
All right, Mike, back to you guys.
All right, Raph, they're going to enjoy that one in Cincinnati. As we take a look at the Big East standings up to date, you see Xavier moving on up there, 6-3, a game and a half behind Villanova in the Big East standings. Creighton right there, Butler 7-4 right now. We talk about St. John's making a move a little bit later, and of course DePaul bringing up the rear. And Seton Hall now 3-6, next to last in the league. Real quick on Bluiett, quick stat. 4 straight games, at least 20 points. First Xavier player to do that since 2 holidays 6 years ago. He's got 109 points over those 4 games. Only David West has had more for a Xavier player in the last 20 years. But we was talking about Edmond Sumner. You heard them talking about them moving on without Edmond Sumner. And you talked about the guard and Quentin Gooden, who stepped up tonight. Didn't have the great shooting game.
Right.
But got his team in motion on offense.
Well, only 2 of 11 for shooting, but you got to keep in mind, he's just getting his feet wet in regards to feeling comfortable playing this position at this many minutes, with this many minutes. It's not going to be an overnight, but his learning curve has to kick in quickly because we're in the second half of the season. But what I loved tonight was, one, he didn't get rushed. He didn't turn the basketball over. He had 3 turnovers, but a lot of it was unforced. And at the end of the game, the huge block shot, so that was court awareness and presence. So for me, Nick, I would give him a B in regards to how he played, because he took the time to run the team, didn't try to do too much, and at the end, he came up with a big play.
Well, and I think sometimes we think about when you lose somebody, the tangible void. And, okay, so Gooden's got to do this, maybe Makira's got to do that. But I think as important as anything is maintaining that intangible momentum. And so I think for tonight, more so than anything else, Xavier winning is huge for their confidence moving forward. Just, okay, here comes Seton Hall, a team that was hungry, needed a win. You found a way to scrap. They were down at one point in the second half, had a little 11-0 run. So I think the intangible value of this game is tough to even quantify right now, because I guarantee that locker room, you know how that locker room is going to be right now. It's going to be some hyped-up dudes in there.
Great for Xavier's confidence. Meanwhile, Seton Hall's lost 5 or 6, lost an opportunity on the road.